because I too am tempted to throw on my old victim complex hat and be all upset about Greg Sankey, just being the Crimson Emperor's lapdog and doing his bidding. But are we being objective here? Like, does it make more sense? Does it make more sense for the SEC network to carry Vandy Ole Miss than it does LSU Utah State? LSU Utah State, I believe, objectively is a better college football game.
It is.
But this is the SEC network, 2 SEC schools. There's a group of 5 school. From that perspective, I don't know if I can quite get my pitchfork all the way out the garage. It's getting like caught on the door. I'm like, Sankey, I'm watching you.
Well, the SEC has an alternate channel too. I mean, they have the ability to.
Oh, I had no idea they had an alternate channel, so that might be a problem because I don't think anybody has any idea that they have an alternate channel.
It's one up. I mean, they have an alternate channel that you can flip. I know at least on DirecTV at home that the alternate channel is just one up. I can watch it too,
so you should be able to.
No, I'm sure I can. I'm saying I didn't realize that it existed. I guess my point is, I think the LSU to Utah State game deserves better than the alternate channel. Like if they were I'd rather have it in the morning, more visible than alternate channel at night. But here's the deal: what I want to know, how much of the LSU fan base is actually upset about this? I know a lot are, but I've also talked to a lot of family people who are like, it's easy to get kids to the game in the morning, and then you leave and you got your day, and that's not bad. And I know that media people love it. They don't want to admit it.
I will.
I think they will.
I will scream it from the mountain.
I'm producing a post game. I'll be back home at 6.
Yes.
It's not a bad
Whiskey
change
and wine
of pace.
was done by 4:00 last weekend, and it was a 4-hour game.
Yeah, but the problem then is you're really drunk at 4 p.m. Right? I mean, are you like? That's one of those awkward, like, do I sleep now? Do I
The older I've gotten, the
keep
more
drinking?
I just love 11 a.m. games or 2:30 even. Like, just the earlier
becoming
games
so
are so
lame.
much better for old people.
So there was a huge push with Joe Oliva to get night games back in Tiger Stadium. Like, that was a big deal for him. He wanted to get the schedule changed. He wanted Florida as the permanent opponent off of LSU's schedule, and he wanted LSU to be committed to more night games from the conference. And I think behind closed doors, Sankey told him, look, we can't do anything about the permanent opponents. We'll try to help you out on the night games. And for the while there, LSU was playing these games at night.
I mean, we're still, let's be clear, I still think
guarantee
LSU is, for the most part. I think this is just a
But
little bit of
when
a
you look
two-week
at the
aberration.
schedule, Riz, let's go down the schedule real quick. So we're going down it here. So the Utah State's going to be an 11 a.m. game. The next one's going to be Florida. To me, that's a CBS 2:30 kickoff. Has that written all over it. After Florida, they play
Mississippi State.
Mississippi State feels like a 2:30 CBS
Yeah,
game.
maybe
That's
so.
probably going to be
Florida will probably be 2:30 because A&M lost, and I think that would have been the other big matchup is Alabama A&M that day.
right.
I believe, yeah. So it looks like I would slot LSU Florida there.
So after Mississippi State, so that's back-to-back 2:30 games. Where's LSU?
Auburn.
So Auburn feels like a 2:30 game. That's going to be the best selection of that weekend. If LSU beats Florida, beats Mississippi State, and Auburn takes care of business and sets up a game that, to me, CBS with the first right there, they would choose that when you know what's going on with LSU and Alabama. That, to me,
that's 2:30.
That's probably going to be a 2:30 game. The only one left on the schedule, then
Ole Miss.
Arkansas, Ole Miss, possibly, maybe not. I think Texas A&M is really the only one. And Texas A&M and Arkansas and Ole Miss are on the road.
So
Yes,
the thing,
right.
okay,
You got
so
And then Texas A&M
from
back
that
home could be
Wait,
your,
Arkansas is here.
Arkansas is here.
Yeah.
Maybe a night game. Texas A&M out of the bunch, out of the ones that left, feels like the most.
Arkansas
I
feels
would have
like
the most confidence saying that that's going to be a night game.
I mean, Arkansas feels like a great 6 p.m. SEC network. We'd have to see what the other slate is like, but. So if you're upset by that schedule breakdown just now, to me, what that tells me is just that LSU's really good because that's why you play during the day. It's why you played during the day a lot in 2011. If you're really good, you get chosen for that 2:30 slot on CBS. And so as long as you remain really good and as long as you remain really relevant to the national picture, you will. I mean, look, I feel the cons of it because if I was a business, I'd be very upset. I'm sure that a lot of businesses make way less money when there's an 11 a.m. kickoff versus everybody hanging out all day long. And if you're somebody who really loves to tailgate and has a great setup, I mean, it sucks because you're not getting your 8 hours of just like partying and watching football and seeing everybody, you got to get it done early. And you got to get it done
Because I
quick.
remember back in the day when I was like in tailgating prime that I didn't mind the early kickoff.
You could
to kinda,
tailgate
like,
afterwards.
hang out afterward and
Yeah.
watch
Oh,
games.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
You know, and like even like you could
Like
get the
skip
players,
traffic?
And it's
the
almost
players
more
like y'all would be
relaxed.
coming out of the locker room.
Yeah.
Y'all would be chill. Y'all could hang.
That's how That's how Rivers met Nick Fitzgerald at Mississippi State a couple years ago.
Yeah, just relaxing after Mississippi State beat LSU.
Hey. How far we have come. I mean, I don't even need to defend it. That's fine. Good job on that win.
Look, let me have what I have.
Got to get them in when you can.
That's fine.
Ed Ogeron going to stop by here in 8 minutes on
Look,
Off the Bench.
I
We're
wanna
taking your
do-
mailbag questions an hour from now. Hop inside the Huddle OTB mailbag on the hashtag.
I want to do a peak performance poll question on the 11 a.m. kickoff. And I want people to be honest. Are you actually upset, or are you kind of okay with LSU kicking off at 11 a.m. this weekend? It is, from a home game perspective, it has become so rare that I think there's a little novelty there that's fun. Like if I was running a big tailgate, I would just make it into a complete breakfast kind of
Sure.
theme, right? I mean, Bloody Marys, screwdrivers.
And then a victory
mimosas.
party after. Like, save up all the partying, come by the tailgate after, you celebrate the win.
You don't have anywhere to be because you're already done your thing.
Morning drink of choice going around the room if you're going to an 11 a.m. tailgate?
Champagne.
Champagne, yeah. So I'm not a
Mimosas?
Big, yeah,
No,
mimosa.
no orange juice.
Oh, just champagne.
Look, I only drink those drinks for the champagne. I'm not trying to water it down here. Let's just do the deal.
Dave's
Well, then
pretty
in that
sugary.
case, just whiskey. There you go.
Okay. If you're a couple of degenerates there behind the glass, maybe like an Irish coffee for me. I like a good coffee and whiskey mixture. I'm not a big Bloody Mary guy. Never have been.
Yeah, Bloody Mary. I'm with you on the Bloody Marys. I would drink mimosa. It would be the breakfast drink of choice. But your boy not that big of a drinker. If you've been watching whiskey and wine, that could be debated.
Yeah.
But the morning time, I'm usually
Well, either way, point being, get drunk Saturday morning, enjoy the game at 11 a.m., and
Next
then
Saturday.
enjoy the rest of your day.
take this
Oh,
Saturday
yeah,
off.
that's right.